Okay. Hello everyone. This is going to be a slightly shorter video because this really is only focusing on one ability of one stand that I just recently added to the D4C pack. So when it was initially released, D4C only had 2 abilities upon obtaining, and then you had to get Love Train. You still have to do that, but I've added a 3rd ability, which allows you to enter and exit an alternate dimension. This ability, it's kind of really good if you use it right. We're gonna get into how it works, but it'll be very fast. So this item, kind of simple. There are a couple of things that you can do with it, but I will show you what happens after you have already set a dimension basis. So upon initially installing this, you will be asked to create a basis for your dimension, the alternate one that you're going to enter. And I have created a basis using this as the center, this house that I've built. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to summon some creature. Once you've set a basis, you can see that text above my hotbar there, enter dimension. This means that you are ready to enter and exit the dimension. So when you enter the dimension, or when you right-click with this item, D4C will go in front of you, pull up a flag, and then for a couple seconds, usually not this many because I'm lagging, he will have that flag, and he will slowly drape it down, and basically for the duration of this ability, he becomes a portal. And as you can see, he's standing still, and the reason he does that is because this allows you, the user, to enter it. So you can use this to send other mobs. See, I just sent that goat. And now I'm going to send myself into the dimension. Alright. I'm in the dimension now. Here you can see the goat. And the dimension that you create will be a small 3x3 chunk area. And it'll be secluded. And whatever you base it off of will be copied over exactly. So you can kind of see how, oh, wait a minute, does that mean I can, yes, it does. It does. It means that if you set something as the basis, you can basically, you know, go to an alternate universe, loot whatever house it is. It's a little overpowered, but just to show off how exiting the dimension works, because it works differently than entering. So when you set a basis, I set the basis center to be right here. Whenever you enter the dimension, you will always enter right at the center. But when you exit, you will exit into the place in the world which correlates to wherever you left in the dimension. Oh, to show this, you remember I entered the dimension right here. I am now going to exit the dimension and reappear somewhere in this bottom room right here. Leaving the same way as entering, right click, D4C goes in front of you, you can jump back into the dimension, and as you can see, I have reappeared down here. Players that are sent to your dimension, so you can send other players to your dimension. When you do that, they will automatically leave your dimension after about 10 seconds. So don't worry, you're not going to be stuck there permanently. If you have a clone, if you summon a clone, you cannot teleport clones to the dimension, right? So here, I'll summon a clone. There's a clone. Also, there's a new animation for that. You can see he is not sitting, he doesn't have particles. And when I do this, he becomes sitting, and also, despite him being close enough to D4C to teleport, I'm not going to go there, he will not be teleported. And clones that are within your dimension will also count towards the cooldown on your clone timer, so I'd be careful of that. This is mostly because if you put a bunch of clones in your dimension, you can basically set up an ambush, and it's really good. So I don't want to, you know, it's basically like you're carrying an army of clones around you with you, just, you know, send people to your dimension. I'm going to go back upstairs, and I'm going to show you how setting a dimension basis works. So to do this, to reset it, you have to put this into your offhand. Now, there's no text right now, because the cooldown is still on this. So if I reset that for myself, go that, and then D, that, I go to 1, bloop. Okay, here you go, reset dimension basis. What you do to reset the basis, you right click this, and then nothing will happen. So what the item now does is, when you initially get this item, it'll be a lot like this. So it'll say, set dimension basis above your hotbar instead of enter dimension. Here, I'll just do this. Wow. And you will decide where you want the center of your dimension to be. Still want it to be this house, but I want it to be right here. Alright, so I will go set dimension basis. And now you will see the game is setting the dimension basis. Now this takes a little bit of time, just a little bit, lags a tiny little bit. But after about 15 seconds, I think, somewhere around there, you will be able to enter the dimension again. Yeah, let's go, okay. Alright, so the cooldown just ended. I am now going to send this cow to Brazil, as well as myself. Boop. And you can see, I have now appeared, and there's a bed right there. That's funny. Sometimes things will happen like that when you reset the dimension. I don't really think that this is a terrible thing. Anyways, now you can see I am in the dimension, except instead of entering... Oh, forgot there's a hill right there. Instead of appearing on top of the balcony, I have appeared over here. And I'm going to now enter the house. And I'm going to go upstairs just to prove to you that this is a different house. Here you go. It has the double chest, and you have the view of, like, just a big blue thing. And inside of the chest is another chest and a block of gold. So what does this mean? It means I just went to another universe where I had also built this house, and I stole the gold from this house. This is overpowered, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure that you can do this in canon. You know, I think Valentine could do this in canon. And this is the reason why resetting a dimension basis has a cooldown of about 40 minutes. So you will not... As good as this can be, it is not really viable to do over and over again. It takes a really long time, and you're better off just using the dimension to teleport long distances fast. But the one thing that this won't work on is corpse parts. You still need to find 2 devil's palms. You will not be able to find corpse parts in other universes because they only exist in one universe. And, yeah, that's basically the video. I just wanted to make a short follow-up to the original one. And downloaded it earlier. You can download it again. Everything's been updated. Hope you guys have a good day.
I like your cut, G.